the state capitol. We were taught in our American history books that the English colonists landed on the Atlantic coast in 1607, the Pilgrims in 1621. And as they conquered the frontier, they developed the American democratic spirit, and in 1776 they declared their independence from England. The American frontier drove westward from the Atlantic toward the Pacific, from sea to shining sea, we are told. And it was their grandchildren then who later arrived here in Texas with Stephen F. Austin in 1821 to settle the new empresario land grants from La República de Mexico. Fighting at the Alamo, fighting at San Jacinto, these Texans also developed a fierce individualism that we are taught about in our Texas history books. We today, all of us, stand on the shoulders of those great men. And today we pause to remember that those Texans also stood shoulder to shoulder with their Tejano patriots at San Jacinto, at the Alamo, and at all the battles of the Republic of Texas. That when Stephen F. Austin got his land grant, it was a Tejano who handed it to him. Texas Governor Antonio Martinez and later Governor Agustin Viesca of Texas welcomed the Anglo-American settlers to come and to partake of the beauty of Texas lands. Agustin Viesca, the governor, dedicated his whole political career at great sacrifice to sponsor American capitalism to Texas, American technology into Texas. His legacy stands today as part of the greatness of modern Texas, just as his direct descendants stand alongside the other proud modern Tejanos in this very crowd. Agustin Viesca of Houston here. Al Viesca, the direct descendant of Governor Agustin Viesca of Coahuila, Texas. Agustin Viesca. When it came time to fight for freedom from an oppressive dictatorial regime, it was Governor Agustin Viesca who issued the clarion call to all Tejanos, "Arise in arms," he proclaimed. And when Texans made their decision to fight to the death in the Alamo, again they stood shoulder to shoulder, facing sure death. They had the choice to retreat, but they chose to stay and fight. Tejanos, like Gregorio Esparza from San Antonio de Bejar, chose instead to leave a legacy of courage, to stay and fight for his family, to fight for his children, and to fight for his descendants. And it was a good choice because his descendants are here in Austin in this very crowd also, carrying on the proud Esparza legacy of freedom. Or is Laura Esparza here by any chance? Laura Esparza, direct descendant. And Laura just happened to have a little picture in her pocket. Fighting alongside with Esparza was the cavalry commander of the Tejano Company of the Alamo, and at the Battle of San Jacinto, Colonel Juan Seguin, whose descendants also are here and have erected a statue to his honor just down the road in Seguin. And when Texas took the independent status of the Republic of Texas, Tejanos like Jose Antonio Navarro not only signed the Texas Declaration of Independence, but served as a congressman in the fledgling Republic of Texas. The Navarro were one of the first families in the founding of Texas. They're historic, but they are still here, carrying on the pride of the great state of Texas. I think we have some Navarros here today, do we not? Navarros, please stand and be recognized. It was nothing new for Tejanos to fight for independence in Texas. They were a pioneering people who established La Frontera de Texas across the rugged expanses, So by the time the Anglo-Americans arrived 150 years later here in Texas, Tejanos gave them not only Texas lands, but a unique Tejano culture. Here, the Tejanos drew on their Spanish and Mexican traditions of familia, of the community laws to establish a unique body of frontera law. Tejanos wrote the first land grant laws in Texas. They wrote the first homestead law. They wrote the first preemption laws and the first community property laws that gave women the same property rights as men. Tejanos needed that the homestead laws of the United States were copied from the Spanish Tejano laws. The community property laws that we have across the United States giving women the rights today were copied from the Spanish Tejano laws here in Texas. And I could go on and on, all the American laws that are Tejano laws. Tejanos didn't come as individuals. They came as familias. They came as family, whole families. I mean, Victoria, Texas was founded. It was founded by whole families, like the Tejano, who, incidentally, are still in Victoria today and are still here today. Tejano, where are you? And when the ranches of Las Villas del Norte, around Laredo, were founded, the explorer Don José de Escandón brought thousands of the world's largest and most successful ranching families right here to the Rio Grande frontier. Escandón intentionally recruited the Hinojosa, the Guerra families, because they had horses. The Guerra family brought Texas Longhorns, and they still preserve the original DNA Longhorn stock on their ranches in South Texas around Lynn, Texas. They are in the audience. Where are the Guerra? The Guerra had cattle, and they were recruited because they had arms to defend themselves. Con todas armas llegaban. Rosa Maria Hinojosa de Ballí was not just a woman of the founding family of Ballí here in Texas. Rosa Maria Hinojosa de Ballí was the first cattle queen of Texas, who lorded over hundreds of thousands of acres of ranch land